Anime written by men is only appealing to boys because it's misogynistic.
Gemini hate is very forced.
Used incorrectly, religion can become another form of oppression.
This is comment from the future. I want to preface this by saying, one, a lot of these opinions might be a little outdated as far as like pop culture wise, just because I filmed this early in January. That's one, but I feel like they're relevant enough to still talk about. And two, this video will be a two-parter, so I will post the other hot takes like 2 weeks after this one. I didn't want this to be a 1 hour long video. I didn't know if you guys would be down to watch a 1 hour hot takes video. If you guys are in the future, just let me know. But for the sake of your attention spans, because I know y'all got short ass attention spans because y'all be on TikTok 24/7, I split it up. So you're going to be getting the second one very soon. Yes, my braids are sticking up, but they're hard. So yeah, not too much. And I also have been sick. So this is why this video is coming out in 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks. But yes, like I said, I am back on my game. I was sick, okay? But yes, thank you. On to the video. Hi, my name is Comment, and welcome back to Comment's World. Today I'm here with
Nyla.
And today we're gonna do a little hot takes video where we're gonna be giving our hot takes, and then we're gonna be discoursing. It's like basically being on like Black Twitter, but like less annoying.
Not Black Twitter.
Yeah. So let's pull up the.
I'll get the list open right now. Let me see.
And these ain't just no regular like pineapple doesn't belong on pizza type. No, we not doing that. We doing hard hitting, some good hot takes. Like, we want y'all to be battling in the comment section like, oh nah, she was bugging, or oh nah, like she really spitting. Okay. Also, like, look at the bust down. Feeling got that wavy, got that yaki, that what's the Nicki lyrics?
Look at you,
Daddy in Japanese and Indian, got that wavy, got that yaki, that Malaysian.
Barb's not for me, please. I do not have time for that.
Let's start off with something little light. Okay. Gemini hate is very forced. Now, hear me out. I'm an Aries, right? And I have a Gemini placement. I have a Gemini Mars. But I just feel like I always like really get along with air placements, but specifically Geminis. Like, yes, you cannot take Geminis everywhere, cause that mouth, that's a dangerous mouth. But the whole like they're two-faced and that, I don't see that. Like, I dead don't be seeing that. They're just a vibe. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Gemini hate is very forced, especially people who don't know about astrology. They just automatically like start hating on Geminis. No, the real devils aren't Geminis. That's all I have to say.
I agree, because I have a Gemini Venus, and from that placement alone, you can see how many people just don't like Gemini Venus people, and it's like, y'all just can't take, and that's okay.
There's a bad case of CT, and that's just the problem. She just can't take me, and that's just it. Sometimes you just can't take it.
Right.
Because like I said, Geminis make for good conversation. I think they also make for good friends. As much as they get like the two-faced allegations, that's not for them. That's all I'm gonna say. I
feel like it's not two-faced. I feel like they be having like different personalities. Not in a bad way, but like I'm gonna bleep the name out. Like, she's like, she can be chill, but then there's also that like you're gonna be canceled type personality. It's never like they're gonna do you bad type of two-face, if that makes sense.
I also just feel like they be cool. I feel like as much as like they get so much hate for being most of the time just like free-spirited, very
anything
people type of people. Like they like to interact, and I feel like you need people like that in your life.
Right.
You're gonna need people like that regardless. Right. That's what I feel like, me personally. Diasporas make no sense when we all speak English.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Now hear me out. I feel that when you talk about I think the Black diaspora is full of just so much differences that it's like it's okay to acknowledge that, but if you feel superior to somebody else because where you're from is stupid regardless. But then it's like you coming at me, but we both speaking English right now.
And I feel like there's so many similarities in the diaspora. It makes no sense for us to hate on each other. First of all, we all came from Africa. We all came from the same place. And the reason there is the diaspora is because of slavery. And a lot of times it's like, especially when it comes to African Americans, it's always like, y'all don't know where y'all from, da-da-da, y'all not valid, like y'all got no culture, da-da-da. So why is Burna Boy dressing like how Soulja Boy used to dress in like 06, 07, like how the Atlanteans used to dress back in the 2000s? Like, that's our culture. Like, that's really our culture. And to sit here and say y'all don't have culture, y'all don't like know where y'all from, you act like that's our fault. Like, you act like it's our fault. Mind you, you could say the same thing about Afro-Latinos and Caribbean people, because technically they don't know where they're from either. It's just that their culture hasn't been that commercialized in America as of yet. That's the only reason.
It's going to happen. It's always going to happen. Look at people starting to go to Carnival. A lot of people go into like Dirty December for shit in Africa and in
White
Ghana.
people at the Labor Day parade.
Come on now. But it's just like, because it's like, it really makes no sense when literally nobody can exactly pinpoint where they're from.
Right.
You can't, even people that, and I'll say this, even if you're from Africa, who's to say that your people came exactly from
Because a lot of those countries changed. Like, a lot of those, like, different tribes and stuff, nations, I would say, got displaced because of colonialism.
Exactly.
The devil is the white man. It's not us. It's not one another. It is the white man.
You Negroes need to get your act together. Facts. I don't care if
you can't talk black just because you grew up around black people. Now, I don't know if y'all remember that Asian girl on that was viral on Twitter talking about some my scrimp, my cornbread.
So we got the fried fish with yam, mac and cheese, cornbread.
Talk about some, oh yeah, she's from Thailand, but because she grew up in Atlanta, all of a sudden, like, she like has a black scent. Mind you, there's videos of her from 2 years ago with no black scent whatsoever. Why all of a sudden 2023, when it was blowing up, now all of a sudden you got an accent? Like, I don't believe in the whole, because where's that tweet that said, oh, I could be black and grow up around Asian people, but I'm never gonna say, oh, this is why I speak Japanese. I'm gonna put it somewhere here, because yeah, like, I literally grew up, like, I went to high school with so many different people, and a lot of them were Asian people. Never did I sound Asian. How do you sound Asian? How do you sound black? Because black people aren't monolithic. Like, she had like 50 different black scents in that one video.
She was from Memphis, Atlanta, Missouri, Arkansas.
So you can't, like, I don't understand, like, why are you trying to say, oh, this just how I grew up, da-da-da. You're not even from there. I don't think she's from there.
She said that, I don't know what she said, but basically it's also just saying, like, okay, every black person, especially in America, is not going to sound the same.
Right.
Like, regardless, I'll say anywhere they're not going to sound the same, but in America specifically, since there are so many different regional things with black people, like, you'll say, like, East Coast black people, West Coast black people do not sound nothing alike.
Right.
Southern, Northern don't sound nothing alike. Midwest, completely different place. So you're not going to, so for you to sit there and be like, oh, for you to sit there and be like, oh, I sound like this because of da. And then you throw out accents that have never even met each other is insane.
Right. From different regions.
Like,
it's so weird. Like, why do you want that? And you see how they only do that to blow up their like social media. Mm-hmm. Like, they start taking on black attributes just to blow up their social media. Like, you want to be that one Asian girl that all the black people fuck with. We don't fuck with you. We don't know you. We don't know you from a can of paint. We never gonna fuck with you and your
cornbread
and your yam.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you sound stupid as fuck.
When older people see younger black people be out loud with their sexuality, they're only mad because they couldn't do it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
And I'm gonna speak on that. You know how many older people have had these queer stories of their being in their youth and having like, oh yeah, one time I kissed a dude. Yeah, I had sex with you. And then they get older, and then they're like, "Oh, that's not. You're going to da. But you were doing the exact same thing."
Mind you, in every generation, they had those people. Like, go back and listen to blues music from the 20s, 30s, 40s. Very, 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 very sexual. Like, I'll probably put a picture of some lyrics. Very sexual. Go back and listen to like Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Jay-Z, all of them talking about sex, drugs, money, all the type of stuff. People from the 80s. I don't know. I don't listen to all that. But all of them was talking about doing coke and stuff. Now, oh wait, we talk about sexuality. It doesn't matter still. You get
then,
it. You get it. It's just like, why are you coming for us when you guys are like each decade's gonna have those same people who take that risk and go against the grain? Why are you coming at us when if you like really break down the lyrics that y'all listen to, like especially like if I'm listening to like old like dance hall like Caribbean music and stuff, like some of it definitely be like, you know, sexual and stuff. Yeah. So like, why you get on us?
Even then, the people that y'all admire be gay. James Baldwin, gay. Malcolm X, bisexual.
Like, clock it.
Like, you see how like so many people in just Black history, and it's not like they never existed. Gay people have always been here. It's just the fact now that people don't want to acknowledge it, but they've always been there.
Right.
So, and then at the same time, they're the ones fighting the most for Black people.
Right.
They're the ones really going to the bat to see like, oh, we need change. And then,
especially y'all always coming at Black women and their sexuality. Mind you, Black women are always at the forefront of like literally every movement, and we don't have the backings of nobody. But as soon as we want to celebrate our body and have like sexual liberation, like let Megan Thee Stallion do anything.
She can do
and
shit
here come let like when people was coming for Nicki Minaj and the Anaconda video, as if like her predecessors, like again Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Eve, all that, like as if they didn't do that same thing. White girls do it too all the time. Like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, they were doing that too. I mean, Britney Spears did get hate, but I'm just saying, it's like, why do you guys demonize our bodies and come for us when we try to celebrate our bodies, but when our white counterparts do it, it's like, it's, oh, they're just white, it's okay, or y'all start calling us fast and stuff.
There's just certain things that, especially when it comes to Black women and Black gay people, it's so many intersection points that you could talk about, and that Black men don't necessarily like to like basically acknowledge. But it's like, without them, who would be the ones passing on knowledge and information?
Who be the ones creating the culture? Who be the ones raising y'all sons? Like,
at the end of the day, it's like y'all act like
we have a body. Why can't we just be proud and show off our body? I don't understand. Like, let us show off our body. Let us be proud of our body. We have one. Like, men can just go around wearing no shirts in public. We supposed to not say nothing. No, you're ugly. Like, cover up. But we over here showing our beautiful curves and all of a sudden it's, oh, cover up. Like, that's inappropriate. That's not fair. That's not fair. You should see the people that I see walking into, I don't know, like McDonald's and stuff when I used to go and stuff. Like, the men were looking crazy, but nobody ever told them to cover up. Nobody wants to see day in the life content from a straight man. Nobody wants to see that. Like, when the girlies do it, it's cute. It's kind. It's like, oh my god, like I want to be like her. When men do it, like that one guy who just record himself putting his big ass barbarian feet, putting Vaseline in between the toes.
Mind you,
who want to see that?
Mind you, even with certain content, with lifestyle content, women don't do that. They'll put the camera as far as possible so they won't be all up in the camera. There's still like I don't know what to call it. There's still like a kind of like an essence to it.
Right.
Like, not everybody can make content like that. And plus, he went to just a Jaguar game. And there wasn't no voiceover. There wasn't no describing his day. There was none of that. He was literally just having a video, putting music on, and that was it.
Showing himself butt booty naked outside the shower. Ew. Nobody wants to see that. And then the other guy with the girl hitting him, being like, oh, where you at? He talked about something like, I'm at peace. Pulls out a hookah and starts smoking hookah.
Scrolling on Twitter.
And watching the game, be like, that's not being at peace. Smoking a hookah on your couch is being at peace. This is what I'm saying. Like, nobody wants to watch a straight man's day in the life. They like set up the camera, record them pulling out with their freaking Nissan Altima, and them going to Walmart getting like a pack of like Tyson buffalo wings and coming back smoking hookah and watching the game and then playing 2K. Nobody wants to see that.
If they were mildly interesting, maybe people would want to see it.
Right, like I want to see you like clubbing or something. I want to see you take care of your kids. I want to see you like reading a book, going to the library. I want to see you like making a bouquet of flowers, something. That's not interesting.
Maybe like come with me to cook dinner for my whatever, like something like that, like something cute.
Right.
Like
no one want to see you chefing it up.
Like it's just
like at least women, they putting on makeup, they're showing you, you know, what they're wearing and all this type of stuff. Men don't be doing that. I don't want to see you butt booty naked out the shower.
And when they do, it's the bare minimum. It's Dior Visage, some brunch boots, some slacks, and
a turtleneck,
or a button up. It's like, bro, no
one
wants to see that.
And them little crunchy boots with the no socks, and it's just their ankle, and it's the high water pants.
Oh my god, it's not funny.
Hate that.
That's a.
I hate that.
Crunchy boot.
I hate those.
Not crunchy boot.
I really hate that look. Like, no.
Journalism isn't dead. Niggas just believe everything. Oh, that's how true it is.
Oh.
That is how true it is.
Had to make sure the camera wasn't.
That's how true it is. Because let me tell y'all something. Y'all see big white letters in a bold font and think that's real journalism.
Insert the shade room.
Me personally, as a journalism major, you have to learn certain ethics and rules with journalism, and it's not even it's not a dead practice or career. It's not, because people will still need to relay information. Y'all just believe everything in the world.
Y'all can't read.
That part.
Like, y'all will look. Do you guys know that the Shade Room actually posts the articles on their website? Like, it's not just the headline. It's like they tell you the journalist's name. They point you to the article. Like, it's an actual website. It's actual articles. All y'all do is y'all stop at the headline in big, bold, white or red letters, and y'all just move on with y'all day. Y'all never, and then y'all just like fight about it in the comments. You guys never actually go read that journalist's work and see what else is going on with the story. And that's why we have all these fake news and stuff. Like, that's why people were saying that COVID was created by 4G towers in the sky, because y'all don't read. Y'all don't read. Go get a library card. Go to the library, pick up a book. When's the last time you read a book?
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
And it's also just the fact that y'all really do not have like, y'all don't have, like, there's something in somebody's mind that will be like, oh, this is fake. Like, you couldn't tell this is fake.
There's no common sense.
There's no common sense at all. And then y'all be like, oh, journalism is dead. It's not dead. Y'all just believe and can't read.
Whole bunch of conspiracy theorists. Like, y'all rather sit on YouTube and watch how black people were the first Japanese people and samurais than actually picking up a book and like learning about real stuff. Like, that's another thing. Y'all reduce everything to just watching a video, and I'm looking at you, black fathers. That's all you guys do. Y'all sit up here and you watch them Hotep videos, and you come back to me, tell me how black people were the first Native Americans. Read a book, read an article. Like, there are people out there who's actually doing research and making good like literature. You rather sit here and read a Hollywood Unlocked headline, Jason Lee, you going to hell, or you rather just watch a YouTube video by some random nigga who's getting his shit from Yahoo, and like you don't actually take the time to learn about anything.
That's why it's like, okay, case in point, this is not even about journalism, just say about our reading in general. When Mr. Boosie Badass took his kid to see The Color Purple, why you took your little children, don't know. But you sitting here mad about a lesbian kiss that was in the original text. You see where it's not adding up. If people read the source, then we wouldn't be having these conversations.
Daughter's a stud.
My daughter whole gay. Mind you, 2 red bones sitting in the back seat. Oh.
I said this on Twitter the other day. Go follow me, my ad right here. Stop publicizing the problems in your relationship and then getting mad when people begin to insert themselves into the drama. Because celebrities do this all the time. I.e. Cardi B. Let me just say this. I like Cardi B. I listen to her. You could go through my playlist. I listen to Cardi B. I fucks with Cardi B. However, she sits here and she gets mad at like fans or antis or just different news media for covering the thing and then calling her out when they see her and her so-called ex-man taking a picture together with a fan, and she's all mad and da-da-da and telling people to mind their business. You get on live every time your man goes out and cheat. You get on live, and then we all have to see it. But then you get mad when people insert themselves into. And mind you, a lot of people are saying you shouldn't be with that man. A lot of people are actually concerned and saying you should just not be with your man because he doesn't respect you, and you taking care of his kids. I mean, you basically taking care of his pockets, because what do he do? What's the last time he made a hit? I don't know. Ever since the Alvin and Chipmunks broke up, it's just like, you know, like, who's the real breadwinner? Is you. But you always come in here and letting him treat you bad, get on Instagram Live, talk about you done. But then you get back with the man. But when somebody says something, all of a sudden, we need to shut up. Stop putting all your business. Nobody wants to see y'all break up and make up every time. Like, stop doing that. Go get a relationship coach. Because I promise you.
The nigga. Enough is enough.
Because if you posting subs on Instagram and I swipe up asking what's happening, why are you getting mad at me for asking? You posted the sub. You know what I mean?
It's just also like the fact that you're now at a point in, like, is Cardi B 30? She's 30, right? She around 30?
Yeah.
Okay. You're at a point in your life, bro, where you gotta start, like, you have kids with this man, you have a house with this man, and yet, mind you, they got married when she was kind of young.
Right.
She had the baby kind of young. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like certain things, as people, like, why would you be mad when you post your whole life on the internet and then people are now concerned for your well-being? Also, DDG, him too.
Get DVD.
Because at the end of the day, there's allegedly a baby, and somebody swipes up and asks you, because you are a vlogger, you vlog everything, your whole family they all have cameras, whatever, and you're all being like, I don't know why y'all so concerned about my life. You post your life. You actively post your life. But yeah, when we ask questions, it's like, oh, y'all are too concerned about me and who I am, but you're posting it. This is what you do for a living. You don't do anything else. You do it for a living at that. This is your stream of income. So you can't be mad at your fans when they're actively inserting themselves and have these personal relationships with y'all, because y'all do it. Y'all make it okay for them to kind of insert themselves. But once they kind of get out of hand or too much for y'all, it's like, oh, y'all need to know y'all place as my fan. What?
First of all, DVD don't got no fans, 1. 2, celebrities need to stop putting in relationship issues on we don't want to hear about it. Jada Pinkett Smith, put down the mic. Will Smith, put down the mic. We don't want to hear about your issues. Like, you don't want to hear everything we hear about these celebrities' issues are against our will. We don't care. We don't want to hear it. Like, dead ass. Like, it's just not interesting to us.
Anime written by men is only appealing to boys because it's misogynistic.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
So, a lot of these most popular animes, the big 3 being like Naruto, you know.
Sorry, continue.
When we see that they're written by men, and this is what a lot of animes, and I can say, like, and I'll say this as somebody who actively does watch, and
I have watched 165 anime, so I can say, we can speak on, like,
I've been watching for mad long, so I can say this. When you watch shows that are written by men, they are extremely misogynistic. Like, they actively portray women as secondary to the main character, which is the boys. The fan service. Like, character, the fan service, everything. And boys only like it because it's misogynistic. There's no other storyline for female characters in these shows besides the fact that they either have a crush on the main character, that they either in some way support them physically, mentally, whatever, and they more so like they're kind of like their stepping stone of that, and they don't have their own lives outside of this character. Mm-hmm. When characters written by females, like we could say Demon Slayer, for example, we see that even with some other female characters outside of Nezuko, that they actively have their own struggles, they have their own bouts, stuff like that, and that's why it goes beyond like kind of like what boys like, because if you ask any nigga, favorite anime, One Piece, Naruto, mid. One Piece, Naruto, mid. One Piece, Naruto, mid. Like, it's nothing besides that, and then it's like, I could say maybe like at the most, maybe One Piece kind of does it, but then the fan service. Why do these women have these gargantuan bodies?
Fire Force is such a good manga and anime. But then Tamaki always is just butt booty naked for no reason. Like, that's part of her, like, it's like a defect to her power. I feel like that's just, like, you don't, mind you, she's very young. That's another thing. Like, these girls be looking dumb young. Like in Seven Deadly Sins. I don't know the girl. I'll probably put a picture.
Elizabeth.
But she's like 4,000 years old and she looks like she's fresh out the
Oh, wait, Elaine?
Yeah.
Fairy
But Elizabeth too.
Elizabeth. Like, it's like...
Meliodas was how old, and she got married to him when she was 16 or something?
Like, it's not even that. It's just like the constant, every time, well, if you don't watch Seven, every time she died, she come back to life as a baby. She was a baby. This man said, don't touch my woman.
Right. Like,
what woman are we talking about? The soul? What are we talking about? I'm confused. Because if you look at, like, and I always say this, because, like, Naruto, yeah. But when you look at, like, just the character of, oh my god, like, I'll use Hinata for example. In the show, she's mad secondary, nigga. Even you could say, Sakura, her. Niggas, like, when I say people actively hate her as a character, but it's like they were all children. Two, the writer actively made her, like, this kind of, like, to the point, he made her away to the point where people were like, she's unnecessary for the show. Like, they need to get rid of her. And it's like, why would you want that for young female audiences?
Right.
Because I'm assuming, and this is like, just to say this, in Japan, I'm pretty sure female, like, just females everywhere, or just women, period, are reading, like, manga and shit like that.
Well, they think, I'm assuming they just think that, like, women are only going to be into shoujo, and then only men are going to be into shonen. Which is why they, like, cater it to, like, androcentric ideals for shonen, and then, like, regular women type stuff for
mind you, Sailor Moon could beat up Goku. Now what?
And shoujo is just so good.
Like, it is.
Shoujo is really good, and they really be writing them characters down. Like, I need y'all to go and watch Oran Host Club, or like,
I'm gonna need y'all to watch. What's the show? What's the show with the Watch Kami-sama Kiss.
Yeah.
Watch Kami-sama
or
Kiss.
Nana. Nana is so good.
Watch
like characters with depth, characters
like
with storylines, like
beyond just like
Nana beats out Naruto
single-handedly. Tyler Perry should have never became a film writer or director. Should have just stayed with doing his plays. Now, I'm gonna say this. I got something against that man, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. When he was writing his plays, you can tell that there was actively like a message behind them. That there was something he was kind of eating for real, you know. Once it came to the movies, as much as people like to regard him as like, you know, this inspirational black creator,
yeah.
The movies ain't all that. I'm gonna be real.
He just want to put on a dress. He gay.
Oh my god! I thought this was a classy party.
He just wants to put on a dress, and he just wants to shame dark-skinned women and hype up this sexy, bald, ribbed man, and like he put
Shamar Moore in a braided wig. For that alone, he needs to be in jail. But if you ever watch any of his works outside of Medea, like Daddy's Little Girls,
For Color Girls,
Diary of Mad Black Women, like shit like that, it's like, what do you really have against black women? He uses his, I could say the most, like, if anything, his best is probably the movie with Joe Scott. And even then, he put her through mad shit. Why was she driving through snow to get to her man? Why did she show up with a nightgown and that nigga laughed at her? What is going on?
Why he never put a man through something? It's always women, like, always, like, why? You're mad at women because you cannot be a woman. That's not on us that you can't live in your truth. It's 2024. Live in your truth, boo. You've been dressing as Medea longer than I have been alive. Like, we all know it. Don't try to appeal to this Christian black fan base. Girl, we know you. So stop putting you always putting black women through stuff. They always getting cheated on. They always have the most established careers, but they getting cheated on. And
bro. Even with the movie with Journey Smollett, when she got HIV at the end, why did she need to get what type of lesson was that? What lesson was learned from that? Oh, like there was really no lesson from that. She like literally had gone on her life, and that was just it. And also, for Colored Girls is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Was that based on a book?
Yes, but certain parts of the movie were not in the. No, it was based on a play. But it's also just the fact that certain parts of that play were not in the movie. So it's like he dramatized a lot of that shit. So it's like you have all these very well-known black women in Hollywood at that. Mm-hmm. All very much have very like crazy careers. You feel me? So the fact that he like decided to put Janet Jackson.
Like that girl's kids got dropped out the window. Like, that's not crazy.
One girl got a back alley abortion. Like, what is that?
I'm trying to figure out if it's for colored girls. What I thought it was supposed to be inspirational. How does that make us feel? I'm confused. Like that's daily life that we go through anyways. We already know about that stuff. So why you?
And if it's gonna be told about black girls, it should be filmed and directed by a black girl at least. And everybody bought a prostitute. Why is everybody always getting assaulted? Children getting assaulted at that. Someone's mom's a prostitute. Somebody's mom strung out on drugs. And this might be the reality for many people because it does happen. It's 2023. I'm pretty sure we know that. Niggas had programs in school where they were actively taught about shit like that. Or probably knew people like this or probably were those people. So therefore, why we have to relive trauma?
Clock that T. Clock that T.
Used incorrectly, religion can become another form of oppression. Now, I don't belong to any faith specifically because I wasn't really raised like that. I was raised very agnostic. So I've seen probably different types of faiths growing up, like Islam and Catholicism for the most part. And I will say, when you use religion as a tool to get people to be on your side for anything, to get people to agree with you, you're using it in a sense that basically, you're using it the same way that it can oppress people. And when people finally understand that religion is not a tactic, you're believing in something. And what you believe in, you should have faith in. If you believe in something for the sole fact that, like, oh, I just don't want to go to hell, you don't really believe in it. You're literally scared to not. Like, you're brainwashed to feel like, okay, I have to believe in it, not that I want to. And I feel like that's something that people don't necessarily want to come to terms with right now, especially now, because I feel like now there's kind of like, I feel like now more people are more spiritual than religious, if anything. But you still have some people that like, you'll have like TikTok creators that suddenly become Christian and denounce certain parts of their lifestyle or their life, and it's like, how did we get to that point? And then they'll say like, oh, the lifestyle I previously lived was like not what God's plan, and it wasn't for me, and I was forced to do it, and this and that. And you go to see what church they belong to. It's a mega church. What is that? It's not your neighborhood Methodist. It's not nothing. It's literally a mega church.
Like, God is not gonna sit here and tell you, hey, in order to subscribe to me, you can't be gay, you can't be a sex worker, you can't be this, you can't be that, you can't be black, like, if you're subscribing to any like religion that says that, maybe that's not the religion that should be for you, and maybe it's just not good, period. And I'm gonna say this for like Abrahamic religions as a whole, as somebody who have studied religion as a whole. Abrahamic religions do this a lot. A lot of times the people who are sent to pass down these messages twist the words of the book to their own moral beliefs. And it's just like, you can't do that. You can't sit here and shame girls for like trying to love their bodies and doing all this type of stuff, because Jesus wouldn't even be down with that. Like, he just would not even be down with that. And there's especially like when it comes to like Mormonism, how they don't like black people. And I think they like, no, you can even say Christianity as a whole, because there's a history of Christianity wanting black people to be submissive,
literally,
and like literally getting rid of like liberation theology out of these books, not like letting like enslaved people read it, or just black people, period, teaching black people they have to be submissive. That's crazy. I would never want to subscribe to religion that is like that, even if that's not the exact word. It's like what you guys have been taught generation after generation after generation. And let's just start there. Like, a lot of black people are only Christian because of the slave trade.
Yes.
Like, they literally sat here and demonized our African spiritualities and religions and forced Christianity onto us just for them to teach us, hey, you need to just follow after your slave master. Why would you want to subscribe to Christianity after that? Why?
And then think certain aspects of their own culture is demonic, or it's this or it's that. That's when it's your culture, when it's yours. And it's like, if you ever, there's a book about this, it's called Things Fall Apart. If you ever read this book, it shows literally why using religion as like, just using religion to submit people is morally and ethically wrong. Like, you can't use religion as a way to justify colonialism, because there's the way you can justify colonialism.
Or using religion to justify a genocide of people.
You can't.
You can't sit here and say, oh, Jerusalem was promised to Jewish people and then kill millions of children and just people in Palestine just because you guys want Jerusalem and that was promised to you.
If it was the promised land, why would the Palestinians be there? Why? No, like, if we're gonna speak
if God can kill the first son of every Egyptian, what was it, the first son of every like Egyptian person or whatever, if he could do that, don't you think he would find ways to stop like native Palestinians from being in Palestine?
Because why? It's their native land. It's their land.
Yeah, what, like frogs falling from the sky and people getting locusts and all that. He can do that according to y'all's book. According to y'all's book.
According to the good book.
He can do that. So I don't understand. He can give somebody the power to part the Red Sea according to y'all book. But he can't have it so that people can leave Jerusalem alone until you guys come back to it. Like, those people have a culture there. They have a history there. Stop bullshitting and saying, oh, like, we were promised this land. You weren't promised that land. Israel was created how many years ago?
My great-grandfather is literally older than Israel.
Oh.
Like, if we're talking Israel, I think it created maybe in the late 40s. I'm not too sure on that. Do not quote me. I am just a girl.
Like, why can't y'all just live there peacefully and not try to take it over for yourself? But all of a sudden, this is like according to y'all book, so y'all could just bomb and kill people according to y'all book. How can that be a religion? And then when it happens to your people, all of a sudden everybody else is supposed to care. When you do it to other people, it's fine.
But where have we seen this before? Where have we seen it before?
They're not gonna like this one. They're not gonna like this one. But when people do it to your people, it's everybody's supposed to be up in arms and everybody's supposed to care about it, as they should, right? But when you do it to other people, you over here talk about some. It's for our pride. It's for our Jewish pride. Da 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 da. Mind you, there are Jewish people in Palestine
that aren't white.
There are Jewish Palestinians
that aren't white. I think that's.
I'm just confused, and you going around saying Zionism is sexy, bro. How you feeling after that?
I feel like I got a lot off my chest.
Yeah, this is so many things like I've been wanting to say, and I know they're gonna hate us. But if you actually sit and you listen to what we have to say, you're gonna realize, like, I have a better, a new perspective on life. Like, actually, I don't want people to come in and like just write off what we have to say. Like, what we have to say is always bad, and I don't mind like you giving your own opinion and stuff. I'm dead not gonna care if you disagree with me, because I know what I said was right. I'm not arguing with nobody in no comments. I don't do that. Okay, I'm just here to speak real, and I'm here to speak for the voices of people who don't get to say how they really feel. Like, that's what I'm here for, and there's just a lot of things that we have said that just are truthful. People just need to acknowledge that, and people need to get over themselves. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys like today's video. Let me know if you want a part 2, because I got a whole list of hot takes. I ain't even get through half my hot takes. Like, I got a whole list. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You can shout out your socials.
Girl, that's gonna be out. I don't even know.
I'm gonna put it somewhere. I'm gonna make the list of all her socials. Okay, and I'm gonna put it somewhere. Okay, yeah. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Go watch my other freaking YouTube videos.
Go watch some videos.
Yeah, like
the
they really
up.
good. Like 2024, like I'm really trying to do better, y'all. Like I'm really trying to do better. Like I'm trying to be on my YouTube game. So yeah, tell a friend to go, tell a friend to go, tell a friend to come over here to Comments World and watch my shit.
Exactly. So you have to do.
All right. So signing off. This is Comment.
This is Nyla.
Bye.